Morning, beautiful people. This is a new current event. Alright, let's go. Let's get this current event going. Let's see.
Spin this racist narrative online.
Mom who got son killed fleeing cops poses with money at funeral. Yo, these people are soulless.
What's wrong with this country if you're pushing those narratives?
Oh yeah, white people are the problem. In this entire scenario over here, it's those evil...
It's always my fault.
white supremacists.
If anyone can play the victim, it's the white people. Come here, boy.
Allegedly steal from a Walmart, allegedly flee from the cops, allegedly drive towards the cops, and then allegedly use her son as a shield while doing that. It's white people's fault. I got another theory over here, hombre. That mom is taking that picture at her son's funeral. I didn't make that. That's not AI. This isn't some sort of other event. This is not some sort of black quinceañera. No. That's a funeral for her son, and that's the picture that she took.
And there's no baby daddy to be found.
I would
no
take
baby
a step
daddy.
back and
No
ask yourself,
baby daddy. Straight up
why does the
bastard
black
kid.
community
That's not a flex.
constantly do whatever the hell that is right there?
Rich people don't flash
is it
money.
Music?
Poor
Is
people
it
flash
that
money
television?
for the illusion that they got money when that bitch ain't got nothing.
Where black people are, hey, cash money. Those are singles, by the way. Like, that's not even a lot of money.
You got like 101,
and it's
maybe.
At your son's funeral. I would go back and find out what is happening with that, and that's probably the bigger driving force in why this kid is dead than white people. White people. Here you have I mean, therefore I am. Activist says you are evil and racist right-winger. If you point out that
I'm a right-winger if I point out that that's fucked up?
Is an irresponsible parent who brought her toddler with her while shoplifting with a friend and then tried to flee from the cops while holding her child up in the front seat of the car. So, that's what happened. The kid, she was in an altercation with the cops. Somehow driving towards the cops, got the kid in the back seat shut. Now, listen, maybe that could happen, but the kid wasn't in the back seat. So now you're asking yourself a bunch of questions. There's a bunch of dumb white people out there. So, again, if you're ever going to play...
I'm not doing that type of shit. I'm a dumb white person, but I ain't doing that shit.
Whoever this activist, race baiter idiot is, if you want to blame white people, listen, there's plenty of accountability for white people to spread around.
Blame plenty of white people. They're everywhere.
Yeah, you did this.
It's not my fault you killed your own kid.
Bending over backwards,
using your
not
child
being
as a
called
shield.
racist. Again, there is zero accountability and responsibility in this community over here. And if you say that, apparently you're a racist. But meanwhile, look what the hell's happening over here. It's white people's fault that this chick was stealing. And then you still see right now on TikTok and social media platforms, white people going, "Oh my God,
It's white people's fault because the white people are the ones that hired the cops, and the cops work for the white people, and when the cops kill their son, so they're in some weird twisted ass dots that can't be connected. It's the white people's fault." I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Holy fuck! Which reminds me, I gotta take my meds.
Believe that the cops, Walmart's responsible for this poor kid's death. No, that mom's responsible for it. If she was stealing and fleeing from the cops and using her kid as a shield, yeah, no, she at every level is responsible. But no, it's Walmart. Those evil Sam Waltons, boys, those white people who own Walmart. White people who've got a problem with black people stealing from them.
Oh, it's the white people from Walmart that did it? It's their fault?
Oh my God, see you white people calling the police on somebody stealing diapers. Got another black kid. See what we told. No. It's this whole notion that you think it's okay to steal shit. It's not okay to steal shit. Whether it's a Charleston Chew bar or a Snickers up in here or a car, it's not okay to steal shit. It's fine to point that out. Get called a racist. You'll live.
Excuse me.
This mom's an idiot.
Yep. She shouldn't.
And this
She should not
black
breathe.
activist wants to continue
Blacktivist.
driving 20-year-old black teen youths into this. Don't worry, you don't need to be held accountable. It's not your fault. Nothing's ever your fault. No response. So don't worry about it. White people are the problem. It's always white people. That's your problem. That's what's going to get more of you dead. And again, the Democrat Party, the dumb liberals, they want more of you dead black kids. They want more dead. They make a lot of money, a lot of fundraising. Every time a dead black kid pops up, they run out and blame white and racist right-wingers. That has nothing to do with racist right-wingers. That has nothing to do with right-wingers at all. But the Democrats can use this. They can fundraise and they can politic off of this. So they are incentivized
they never
to
let
get
a good
more
crisis
black
go to
people
waste.
dead.
Never.
And some of you idiots are falling
And they
for
never
it.
have.
And these poor 1-year-old kids are paying the price for it. Don't steal shit. Don't steal
Not
shit.
hard.
And when you get caught stealing shit, throw the hands up. Don't flee from the cops. Don't drive towards the cops. Don't use your child as a shield. If you did in this case over here, that's the problem. That's the problem. But no. The biggest problem with the black community is this: we don't need to take responsibility for anything. We'll just say racism. Perfect example. Another perfect
Fucking
example.
dumb.
What's your ROI worries?
Every anti-white problem gets supernova as white queen.
Honda is America's
Dominate
most fuel-efficient,
lead.
full-line
Well-
automaker. So whether it's a trip across country for vacation...
The WNBA,
Everybody knows the WNBA wouldn't be shit if it weren't for the 33 Caitlin Clark. I mean, 22. But, yet again, Caitlin Clark, CC, 33, you get it? But, the WNBA wouldn't be shit. I wouldn't even be hearing about the WNBA if it wasn't for this bitch. Because, you know, before Caitlin Clark, I ain't hear shit. I ain't hear a damn thing. And I don't watch sports. I don't do sports. Honestly, to me, watching a bunch of people run back and forth for the ball, making millions of dollars, is retarded. 4 hours of your life gone watching somebody make money while you're sitting on your ass struggling. That's fucking retarded. But the WNBA, I never heard shit until this white bitch that can actually play ball started coming up. And they're doing everything they can to harm this bitch. Just because, oh, she's a white woman, she's straight. What the fuck that's got to do with anything? She's a good ball player. She plays balls very well. She plays with balls very well. And she's white, she plays ball very well, and she's straight. Oh, God forbid she's straight. But these people, they're just showing their own racism. These motherfucking bitches in the WNBA, they're just showing how fucking racist they truly are at their heart. And you can tell these bitches have no soul. Look at their eye. Their eye always tells you. But then again, let's see what Mark Dice has to say about it.
National Basketball Association has a big racism problem.
Bet it
I'm
is.
sorry, let me be clear. An anti-whiteism problem, an anti-white racism problem ever since Caitlin Clark.
And another thing, since Caitlin Clark came on, they've been making more money. They're flying first class, the hoity-toity class. Before Caitlin Clark, I recall, they were riding with the plebs. They weren't making shit. But now that they're all over the place, they gotta go after the golden goose. You know, do these bitches know that if Caitlin Clark leaves and goes to another division of basketball or whatever sport she's dominant in, their money is gone. Poof. They get rid of her, guess what? Ain't nobody coming to watch your fucking show, you dumb fucking... You ignorant cunts. How about that? Ignorant cunts. Ain't nobody coming to watch your show because they're only watching the show because she's actually good. I mean, I've heard more about Caitlin Clark since she's come on the stage than any of these other motherfuckers. I don't know none of their damn names. I don't watch none of this shit. It's funny as hell. Go ahead.
Obvious white woman, became the star and the savior of the league.
Yeah,
And
she
around here, we
saved the
don't just
league.
use the word racism because it makes people think that it's white people being bigoted or hateful towards non-whites. But obviously, any group can be racist, but because that term
Anybody
has
can
such
be
negative
racist.
connotations
I mean, that's just
towards
the thing.
white people, I mean, seriously, when someone says the word racism, first thing that you think of is white people committing it. So we use the word anti-whiteism or anti-white racism around here to be more specific. And word on the street is that Caitlin Clark and now Sophie Cunningham, another white woman who is blonde with blue eyes, they have the best-selling jerseys in the entire league.
22 and
the
8.
Black players continue to target Caitlin Clark
Because
and
they know they
assault her
suck.
on the court because, of course, she's white and they're jealous that the face of the WNBA, which was
There's a
largely
white,
just seen as
straight
like
woman.
a black lesbian league, is a straight white woman. And so
Oh, God
finally,
forbid.
days
Oh,
later,
no.
days after the game, one of the black players was suspended for, well, assaulting her on the court. Thankfully, it was captured on video.
It's all
You can
captured
see it
on video.
here. It outraged fans when it happened, but most of her teammates and apparently maybe the referees didn't see it. But
We saw
as
it.
Sophie Cunningham reveals, the refs seem to be looking the other way. When
What do you expect?
Caitlin
They're
Clark
paid
is
to look the other way.
regularly assaulted. But this proud black man, who is apparently some famous sports commentator, has come up
Nobody
with the
cares.
solution to the problem.
The W at this junction in time would be better without Caitlin Clark because she is a bigger distraction than she is an additive. Caitlin Clark has gotten the WNBA over the necessary threshold they needed. Now people are watching.
Because nobody was watching, remember, and now like people started actually paying attention. The games, I guess, actually got interesting because there's finally a couple skilled players there.
Yeah,
Wow,
actual
now we
players.
realize, oh, there's talent in the W. Talent that's actually even greater than Caitlin Clark. And I'm
Greater than her.
not just
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
who?
girls like Asia.
Who?
I'm talking about the Olivia Miles. I'm talking about the Paige Beckers. Hell, I'm
Never
talking
heard
about
of 'em.
Kelsey Mitchells.
Never
Does
heard of
anybody
them.
even know who any of these people are?
Never heard of them.
Imagine,
Nobody
like,
cares.
sitting
Never heard
and
of these
watching
bitches.
and commenting
They ain't that
on a
good,
bunch of black
obviously.
lesbians chasing after a ball. But his solution isn't to have the coaches and the refs and the owners talk with the angry black lesbians in the league and tell them to stop.
Oh, they're just.
assaulting
Oh,
the
it's her
cash
fault.
cow
Yeah.
that put their league on the map. It's to just get rid of her. They just don't even need her anymore now that people are actually watching. She's not that talented after all anyway. Don Imus said it best many years
Blackie
ago.
look like Jim
describing
Carrey as
the
the Grinch.
WNBA, which may have been the first instance of cancel culture. This got him into a lot of trouble.
So I watched the basketball game last night between a little bit of Rutgers and Tennessee, the women's final.
Yeah, Tennessee won last night. 7th championship for Pat Summitt. Man, they beat Rutgers by 13.
Wait for it. If you haven't seen this, if you're not familiar with this clip.
Don't know.
just
I don't
wait
watch.
for it.
I don't watch sports.
That's some rough girls from Rutgers, man. They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes.
Hardcore hoes! He
He
said some hardcore hoes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
well,
exactly what
I
they
think
are.
got him suspended, if not fired. That was in
That's funny.
2007, and Al Sharpton called for him to be taken off the
Oh,
airwaves.
fuck Al Sharpton.
Barack Obama,
Wanna be fucking
who was
preacher.
the first African American president,
What
called
a
Don
fucking
Imus's
ignorant cunt.
remarks divisive, hurtful, and offensive. Imagine
Boo-hoo.
a presidential candidate caring what a syndicated shock jock radio host has to say about a WNBA game.
What's up?
MSNBC, which simulcast Imus in the morning.
Love you.
Oh, you two, where you going?
Overbrook and Chamberlain.
Okay, be careful.
On cable dropped the show then, so he did basically get fired the following morning. Al Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson met with Les Moonves, the CEO of CBS, who then announced the cancellation of his just radio show, Imus in the Morning. So he did get fired. He got canceled. So that's the headline in his obituary on ESPN.
A racial slur?
Died in 2019.
He died at 79.
DJ fired for racial slur at Rutgers players.
Nobody
Died
cares
at
anymore.
79,
You got-
of course. That has
Man,
to be
fuck
the
him.
defining characteristic. That's all that he's known for is the evil radio host.
Fuck
All the
off. Nobody
WNBA
cares.
players, nappy-headed host. Apparently, the WNBA is 30 years old, which has been subsidized
That's
by
really?
the
It's
NBA.
30?
Otherwise, it would have went bankrupt many years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so they snubbed Caitlin Clark from the official poster of the 30th anniversary. Here is her
But they got all
teammate,
them
Sophie
gay
Cunningham,
fruity patooties
admitting
up there,
the
huh?
obvious that she's being targeted because, well,
Yo, this bitch can go
she's
to
kinda
any
watering it
other
down
league.
the
She can
real
go.
fight.
any other league
During
playing
real
basketball
time
and wipe the
last
floor,
night,
make mad
I
money.
did not see that happen. And like, I don't, none of our teams saw it happen, because I promise you, if we would have seen that happen, we would have had her back. Unfortunately, this type of shit happens every single game to her, and the league and the refs do absolutely nothing about it.
Well, they
It's been a
don't.
minute since you got fined on this podcast.
I have, but then like you see the videos of like literally kneeing and cheap shotting C in the throat. Like if she did that to any of our teammates, we'd be pissed. But like they're definitely targeting her, and the league and the refs do nothing to protect her.
But why are they targeting her, Sophie? Why? Just say it. The anti-whites are getting especially upset because now Sophie Cunningham is a rising star, and like I said, she's not just white, she's blonde with blue eyes, and just became the internet's favorite meme.
I know, right?
This instance.
I was just kind of pointing.
They memed the
She's
fuck
like,
out of you.
Don't you point at me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, should have said that. And I didn't say a word.
Yeah.
Look at that bitch's face trying to push on her. Oh. These bitches make the ugliest faces, and then you see the true female behind the facade. Like, look at that bitch right there. Like, don't point. Yo!
As long as she doesn't turn into this clown whose name I didn't bother to remember, but she won an ESPY award years ago for her role as the star years ago as a WNBA player. And during her acceptance speech, she said this.
With the light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a black-led sport, and celebrated here, I want to show a light on black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve.
Oh, they do. But they get the media coverage that they deserve.
You're getting the media coverage because you were the best at the time. Imagine getting up there and just being like, I just want to turn the spotlight out of black people. This would be like a black quarterback winning MVP and then thanking white people for creating football. It's insane. So is sports commentator Skip Bayless, who admitted this.
I started watching the WNBA much more closely than I ever had, and I started to think, deep down in my psyche, wait a second, she's really good.
I mean, the clips I've seen, she's actually pretty good. Like, she's on the ground and still makes a ringer. I'm like, yo, that's pretty good. I couldn't do that.
To look like this red state white guy cheering for this red state white girl. Our country feels split enough racially already. I didn't want to pour gasoline on that fire.
He thought he was going to be perpetuating racism by praising the best player in the league just because she happens to be white. Here is what may or may not be Skip Bayless in drag, a podcast.
What the fuck is that thing?
Jennifer Welch, a regular commentator on MS Now, formerly known as MSNBC, but
Beat
they
that
were
face! Oh my
they
god!
had to drop the NBC because the corporate conglomerate didn't want them tarnishing the NBC brand anymore. So they're now MS Now. But here she is talking about white people.
They don't want people to be able to fail forward the same way they do, because somewhere deep inside
fail forward, that must be nice.
They're not the smartest people in the room. They know they don't have the best ideas in the room.
And that
they started the greatest country in the history of the world and invented basically every modern convenience and found every scientific breakthrough.
I mean, if they're so great, why don't they make their own country great? Not fucking with America.
From Nazi Germany, a failed experiment that
what, like sealing the border, which used to be, of course, one of the top priorities of the Democrat
Party. Don't realize what happened.
A decade ago, they actually cared.
If people really would understood what happened, I have a theory. It's not a conspiracy, it's just a theory. We never won World War II. We lost. Hitler moved to Argentina. Their top scientists came here, created NASA, created the CIA, and it's kind of funny that the CIA and NASA has big ties with Petalwood, like big ties with Petalwood. All this shit happens right after the war. So it's kind of funny when you look up Nazis.us, it goes to the government website. It's kind of interesting. So I think we never won that war. I think it was a facade to say we won, to make people all feel good and everything. But why would we fucking import all these fucking pieces of shit that killed so many people, supposedly? There's no real evidence about it. It's just a bunch of hearsay and writings and books. I mean, they're taking excavators and looking underground now. No bones, no nothing, just ground. So yeah, sounds like more of our history is a lie. Continue.
The working class, when they cared about laborers and blue collar, now obviously they cater to their new base, non-citizens, illegal aliens, and those losers who don't want to work at all.
Led to a holocaust of millions of people, but they're trying it again because they're so inferior and they're so terrified that Zoran Mamdani or that Barack Obama isn't white, but they're smarter, they're better looking, they're more liked, and I could go on and on and on down the list.
And this bitch is probably single and alone.
Communists. They were trained as communists, as Marxists. You know,
I find it funny. Most of these fucking black people that hate white people, or the white people that hate their own race, whatever, they seem to be married to white people. Like Don Lemon. He's black, married to a white dude, but he's always bashing white people. I'm sorry. If I was gay, I could not have my husband in good faith bashing white people when I'm a white person. Couldn't do it. I'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you? You got a problem with white people? Then that means you got a problem with me. Then again, what do I know? I'm bonkers.
Fake news, some contestant on a reality show called Love Island USA got thrown off the show because they found an old video of her. I think that she recorded and posted online when she was like 15 years old.
Wow.
Singing along to a rap song that contained the little N-word.
Nigger in it. Nah, you can't say that word, God forbid. See, I don't give a fuck. I know the actual definition of the word nigger.
You could tell she was on
An
the show
ignorant
for
person.
personality.
Or ignorant, uninformed person. There's a lot of them running around. There's white niggas too. There's white niggas, black niggas, Mexican niggas. Anybody can be one. If you break it down for the right definition from the dictionary.
And she's not even white.
I mean, I'm a nigger. Yes, I am. There's a lot of things I don't fucking know. I'm dumb as fuck on a lot of things.
Well, that's too bad. It's in mine, excuse me, while I go shouting out the window. I'm so tired of these stupid. Okay, I'm back. They made me do it. I mean, how else can you deal with idiocy like this? But anyway, if you want to save some money this week, you can get 20% off any of my shirts from markdice.com, including the Americans Speak English shirt, the I Love White People, the sorry, no.
That's a funny shirt.
Liftars are having the worst
okay, let's
time
go.
of their life.
The Blue Jew.
Booty Judge, or as we call him on the channel, Pete Buttsex.
Butt sex, what? Whoa. No.
Politically motivated fall CPS report. Holy say. Now, that's pretty wild.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably wondering, wait a second.
Oh, yeah. Pete Buttigieg got CPS called on him. And he's saying it's a big kerfuffle. Why is there a statistic study that says most same-sex couples that adopt end up harming the child in the worst possible way? And in some cases, they kill the child in that same way. And this is not me saying this is an actual study, but they don't have enough people to study on to get the actual verification numbers. But it just seems to keep happening. I mean, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but something ain't right.
Butt sex, gay? How does he
that
have
was
children?
horrible.
Well, it's simple. You see, slavery never really ended because if you're homosexual, you can still purchase other humans. All right, that's how it works. Actually.
Oh,
you're probably not aware.
Yeah, that's
of
fucked
this.
up.
So so he purchased humans, and then apparently CPS, Child Protective Services, was called on it, and now a lot of people are really mad about it because apparently it was a false report allegedly. Now Pete Buttsex had this
CPS
to say.
don't just
this
show
week,
up for no
someone
reason.
targeted my family. Sorry. This week, someone targeted my family for harm with a false report. We're physically okay, but that doesn't mean we weren't wrong. I am beyond furious. Whatever your politics,
This is all wrong and can never become normal. Alright, so this is what Pete Buttsex has to say. As you can see, he got 10 million views. He's got 69,000 likes. That's pretty insane. Obviously, it is wild that people are calling Child Protective Services on it. I can't believe I can't believe someone would do that. Thank you for the 5 subs. Nux is gay. In honor of Pride Month, we're going to talk about Pete Buttsex, all right?
The last day of Pride Month.
All right, now, this story obviously is a little wilder than you might think. Now, a lot of people are immediately saying, Buttigieg is lying. A lot of people are thinking, this is the secretary of the mayor guy. He's a famous guy. He might be running for president, all right? He might be running in the Democrat ticket for president, all right? So this guy's saying Buttsex is lying. I look at these kinds of cases all the time. CPS does not separate you from your kids over an anonymous, unsubstantiated accusation. Something serious was reported. This was, and there was corroboration for it to have gone this far. Do not let him pretend to being the victim here. Something serious is happening. And he's trying to frame it as politics. Now, obviously, I don't know what actually happened.
These motherfuckers don't even.
No one does.
They're having kids and they don't even know how to use a car seat.
Service
Oh my
reports
god!
on random people is a horrible thing to do. I'm not saying that anyone.
I got the propaganda in the background. Supposedly, they got to come out with a list of how to strap your child into a car seat because these motherfucking dumb bitches can't do it or they don't read the instructions. Yo, you gotta be fucking crazy, man. Come on now. Come on now. This is fucking dumb. It's not hard to strap on a car seat. It's fucking nuts.
Do this, but as a pro-life, pro-birth human, pro-natalist myself, I personally do not believe that homosexual couples should be able to purchase children. I know, I just don't think so, obviously, for so many reasons. Obviously, the abuse rate is higher. Obviously, the children are not going to grow up in a family where they're actually going to witness to actually normal human parents that are actually normal and human to be inspirations. Obviously, every person growing up needs a male role model, needs a female role model in their life, needs a maternal figure and a paternal figure. I actually do think that when you get to deviant sinners raising children, obviously the outcomes are bad. You know, there was a really horrible, heartbreaking quote that I heard that's unfortunately a little too real that really broke my heart when I first heard it. Born gay, they're made gay. And it's like, what? No! And then you look into the stats of how abuse victims end up becoming homosexuals, and it's a heartbreaking, shocking correlation. All right, you know, it really is. Now,
see, here's the thing. A lot of people that are sexually abused when they're children turn into be that. They turn into be like that. I'm one of the ones that didn't. I was abused when I was younger, a lot of different ways, sexually, mentally, physically, all that shit. But thankfully, thank you God for giving me the mindset to realize, alright, that shit happened to me, it fucked me up in the head really bad. Why the fuck would I want to do that to an innocent child? Why would you want to put a child through that fucking mental distress? I don't understand it. I'm the exception, I guess, because that shit happened to me and I couldn't see myself harming a child like that. That's just beyond fucking cruel, beyond fucking godless. I mean, that's the biggest slap in the face to God you could do, is to hurt the innocent. I mean, I was abused sexually when I was younger, and I'm not one of them, thank God. Honestly, I think all of them should be in the worst way possible, but that's me. And the bitches that claim false accusations, don't kill them, just lock them up for a few years. Teach them you don't fucking falsify bullshit like that. Because, yeah, women need to learn accountability, definitely. You sleep with someone and they don't want to fucking be with you, you can't claim rape. Like, for real, come on. I know a lot of people that are in trouble just because girls don't like, well, you. This is why men aren't fucking with you bitches. Because one thing goes wrong and, oh my God, he raped me, he did this, that, and the third. This is why guys don't want nothing to do with you hoes no more. Y'all can't take accountability, and every time something gonna go your way, oh, the world's ended. Oh no. Huh. Anyway, back to the Blue Jew.
I'm personally against this entire situation. Now, a reminder, Pete Buttigieg's best friend and mentor is serving 30 years in prison for possession and distribution of child pornography. That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. Again, I think only married, stable men and women, couples, should be able to adopt. And I am not a fan of the idea that you could have two deviants decide that they're going to purchase children. I actually am not a huge fan of this at all. That said, I'm not going to say that he's a pedophile or a predator or anything. We obviously don't know anything. But this is a really weird story. You know, all of a sudden, bro shows up. Dude goes there. The CPS separates him from his children for a couple of days. And it's like, a couple of days? CPS separated you from your family for a couple of days? That's really weird. And not at all normal. It's really
not normal either.
Crazy thing. If you look at the actual quote here. Let me
It's a couple days before they take the child, basically. I was in the foster system. You spend a weekend with your foster family, and then the next week you're taken.
Because the truth
At least that's how it used to be.
The leftoids are making this sound like an assassination attempt, when, again, it's really weird. This is an insane story. CPS said Buttigieg couldn't be alone with his kids and conducted a forensic interview with 4-year-olds solely because of an anonymous caller's claim. That sounds like something else happened, doesn't it? You know, everyone's freaking out. Oh my God, it's homophobia. Oh no, not anything but homophobia. They even got Hillary Clinton on the job. Bro, Clinton's here. Now you know some real shit's happening.
Yeah, who's gonna die?
When Hillary Clinton gets involved,
somebody's gonna die.
Something going on.
Yeah, somebody's gonna die.
It's a nightmare that should never have happened at all. I hope whoever's responsible is found held accountable. My guy, look, I'm not trying to be controversial here. These people are freaking out more that Pete Buttigieg got investigated by Child Protective Services than when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. All right, when Donald Trump had multiple assassination attempts on his life, none of these people had anything to say. But now that someone calls Child Protective Services on Pete Buttigieg, everyone's losing their mind. Now, the reality is, there's a lot of really interesting correlations here. Meet Barry Druitt Barlow and his husband Scott, two gay men became famous for being the first gay dads in Britain after their twins were born via surrogacy. Both men were charged with 18 criminal counts, including sexual activity with a child, paying for sexual services of a child.
That's fucked up.
This comes after them were already
These
indicted
people are
on sex
horrible.
trafficking charges. Or what about this case? Tragic case of Preston Davey. This went super viral a couple days ago. In the UK, a gay couple, Jamie Varley and John McGowan Fazer-Lurkey, adopted a 9-month-old
The hell is
boy.
that?
4 months later, the boy was dead. Prosecutors found that he was subject to repeated sexual and physical abuse. Varley was convicted of murdering the child after sexually assaulting him. His partner was convicted of allowing the death, along with cruelty and sexual abuse. Interestingly enough, this was not an isolated failure. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. It's this baby is dead, raped to death by a couple of individuals that have deviant sexual urges, and they murdered this baby, this poor baby. Baby Preston was at home with his foster parents before being adopted out to a gay couple that sexually abused and killed him.
See?
This is crazy. It's crazy how often this happens. Now, I was not really going to make this entire video.
That poor baby. That baby was looked happy as hell. And now it's
because
dead.
of Asmongold. Everyone's favorite little troll, Asmongold.
Asmongold.
And Asmongold is he's a very pragmatic individual. He is not a religious man. He doesn't actually believe that there's anything wrong as long as they're consenting adults. He doesn't care about this stuff. But it turns out that God knows what's up. When God says that man should not lie with a man like a woman, it is an abomination before me. It's actually like God was correct, actually.
Sounds
so
like it.
Asmongold over here, watch him realize in real time, that actually this shit is evil.
Hoax where CPS were called? Oh my God. What is this here? Is this a SWAT team? Oh, people called CPS on this guy too? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I don't know why that happened. He's gay with a child? I don't think that, like, I'm not against gay people adopting kids. I'm not because I don't know what the statistics for on it.
But
give him some time. Every Asmongold opinion is just a Nux opinion from 6 months earlier. I'm just letting you know. You should hear the way he talks about, like, Islam and stuff. Bro. Every Asmongold opinion, it's just a Nux opinion from 6 months earlier.
Here's the reason why I'm not, okay?
All right,
like, and I'm not even saying, guys, I'm not even saying that I am for it. Like, if there was statistical data that showed that people that adopted kids, like, my understanding is that...
Man, if there was statistical data like that, that would be a really uncomfortable truth, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the thing. They're not going to bring out. They're not going to bring out that data because it goes against their narrative.
Sexual abuse between between
If only there was data.
adopted kids with heterosexual parents versus gay parents, same-sex parents. Yeah, because I really would just look at the data and make a decision based off of that. I feel like that's common sense, right? No reps show higher rates with heterosexual parents. Large random sample studies of young adults and children find substantially elevated reports of childhood sexual victimization in same-parent households. In this guy's new study, 3,000 young adults between 18 and 39, those who reported a lesbian mother were 10 times more likely to say that they had been touched sexually by a parent or an adult caregiver. 23% versus 2% for intact biological mother families.
Look at that face.
Reaction.
That
Oh
face.
my God.
Oh my God.
That
The
face.
uncomfortable truth. You mean to tell me that when God said it was an abomination,
He wasn't
God was actually
wrong.
right?
God wasn't
You
wrong.
mean to tell me that God actually is like right about all the things? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Because I was convinced that our enlightenment would teach us about how God was actually wrong, but it turns out God was right. Seems like if you actually follow the word of God, it just gives you the best lifestyle. Isn't it funny how that works every time? Wow.
Rates of ever being physically forced to have sex are 4 times higher.
Wow.
So what's crazy about this is that it's higher for lesbians than it is for gay dudes. Female victims showed even larger. Holy shit! So you guys were right.
Oh wow. Oh my God. Look at that. Man, if only there was data. Am I right, guys?
These studies can capture real-world family who's adopted irrelevant because same-sex couples adopted a much higher rate. Yeah, I wonder why. Found no difference. I'd have to look back and read all this, right?
Yeah.
But then why would it say no at the start? No robust evidence indicates heterosexual adopted.
Yeah, because they say there's no robust evidence because there wasn't a robust study that's actually accepted by these people, and it's not even a tiny sample size. It looks even worse.
Parents proved higher rates of adopted rates. Claims of systematically safer outcomes in same-sex adoptive homes rest on weaker, smaller scale
That's
data.
a great question.
I mean, okay. Let me just, because you'd have to, this would take time in order to like really evaluate everything.
I respect that. I respect that he's willing to actually do the research and put in the time. Can I just say that I like that he's pragmatic and logical? I do have to say, I like it.
And I will give a concession to this, and I think this is a reasonable perspective, right? If the data showed this, and if this is actually what represents...
Can you explain why would this happen, though? Like, let's say the data is true. How would this happen? You mean because it's, even though it's just two people consenting. It's just two people consenting. What's wrong? It's almost like that ideology is cancer. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Isn't that funny?
It's the difference between same-sex versus adopted sex. Or sorry, same-sex versus heterosexual sex adoptions. And it's 10 times more likely. Yeah, I'd make it so you can't do it. I would.
Yeah, but can you explain why? Can you explain why? Like, why would that happen?
Like, it would not even be a question.
Yeah, no,
like, the ability... Because, again, it's like you asked the question backwards. That's why it said no. Well, I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, I mean, the 10x, like, theoretically, if this was the case, I just don't know if this data is, like, I mean, a 3,000, like, sample study is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's other forms of problematic behavior with this. I worded it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, which one has higher? I don't know. Adopted versus adopted, read the second bullet point. Reanalysis found that one-third of children raised by married same-sex parents reported sexual abuse by a caregiver between 6th grade, more than 5 times the rate in other parental categories.
Yeah, God knew what he was doing. That's crazy.
Oh my God. These differences were statistically significant despite the small same-sex sample size. Holy shit. I'm going to have to read more of this.
Yes, you will. And I appreciate the fact that he's willing to do the research. Again, I didn't need the research to tell me that God was right, but it turns out he's always right. Now, here's a little interesting thread. For example, there was a little forensic study of character and harms to children. The summary reported behaviors that 82% of the homosexual parents and 54% of their associates were reporting having poor character, compared to only 18% of the heterosexual parents and 90% of their associates as child harm. The office alleged that of 66 recorded harms, such as physical abuse and molestation across the 73 children in these cases, homosexual individuals were responsible for 64, 97%. That's a lot. That's substantial. Sample size. This only compared 6 British child custody appeal cases featuring a homosexual parent against 6 randomly selected heterosexual cases. The metrics evaluated parents for mental instability, residential instability, criminality, lying, and child harm. Reported behaviors claimed their criminality in 3 cases and lying in 2 cases involving the homosexual parents.
Cardinal.
All right, it keeps going. The study claims that court
We'll have to
records
put
show
another,
82% of homosexual parents have
energy
poor
bar
character
out there
compared to only
for
38% of heterosexual parents. Harm to children, the text shows that 66 harms, etc., etc. And there is a ton of data, actually,
Not bad,
it
dude.
seems. Wow! Thanks for the 500 kicks, jiggles. It almost seems like when you have sexually deviant behavior, it becomes even more deviant. Oh, it's crazy that happened. Now, a gay individual in the United States government had a pretty heartbreaking day. Whoa. Before going any further, we need to talk about the link in the description because you're too lazy. Really helping me, also helping yourself.
First time, and we kicked his ass out.
Guess why?
Sad because he's written...
Bros, literally, his name is Wiener.
Showed up to the trans march for the first time, and we kicked his ass out.
Guess why?
Anthony Weiner.
Sad because he's written some good legislation for queers. Things like, for example, lower penalties for...
These guys be like, he's pro-gay, but he's Jewish, and Israel's Jewish, and Palestine lost wars that they started, so we have to hate this guy.
For sexual relations with underage kids. Yeah, he's done a lot of really great things for queers. He's ultimately
Yeah, in other words, veto enabler, question mark?
genocidal supporting center-right shill. Trigger warning, broken man walking away defeated.
Scott, I think your legislation on
God, I just wanted to let you know. The pedophile
trans
community
issue
really appreciates you.
and your legislation specifically protecting queers on the sex offender registry is fantastic.
Why would you ever have to protect somebody from going on a sex offender registry? Why would you ever need to do that?
Because he's working with the queers.
Because he's working with the fucking abusers.
I really applaud you for that, and I think you deserve to be here for that. But I think your
But it's always a butt with these people.
And I think your policy on
That's because he's Jewish, by the way. That's right.
the genocide in Gaza, and I think your policy on the genocide in Gaza is terrible. You do not belong here, Scott, anymore.
That was a pretender. Look how mad the gays are. Bro.
Because you've been wonderful. You've been wonderful for trans people.
You can never appease these people. Never.
And you've been terrible. You've been
Watch them eat each other. Bro. Watch them eat each other.
terrible.
Look at him, bro. Like, this is the worst week of his life. Oh my god.
How could you do this to San Francisco?
Look at him. They're just going ham.
I want to
They
like
hate
the
him.
person.
Yeah. They hate him.
Such good legislation on trans rights. How could you betray queers? How could you oppress people?
See, this is heartbreaking because the pedophile community in America is really mad that he's not supporting the pedophile community in Gaza. So obviously, they just don't see eye to eye there.
Israel, you piece of shit!
Oh my god. Scott Wiener changed his stance on Gaza. Causes Israel's action genocide after a viral moment.
State Senator Scott Wiener
Amazing, bro. Look at this guy. Look at him. Just changing it up.
playing damage control. He says he does believe the conflict in Gaza is genocide. The statement comes days
He got criticized, so obviously he had to change his opinion to make sure that the mob would accept him.
after a forum featuring Wiener. After that question, Wiener sat silent, refusing to answer.
For those of you who saw the debate clip from last week, I want to clarify that I do believe Israel has committed genocide in Gaza.
Wiener
So is the pretendicide. I needed to update the programming. Obviously, I didn't want to offend the gays.
explained he is Jewish, and the word genocide can be sensitive given its connection to the Holocaust.
And now
right.
they're going
See,
to
that's why these people are gigantic pussies.
eat him alive.
That's right. They will never forgive him. Redemption doesn't exist on the left. Redemption is inherently a religious concept. These people don't believe in this.
That's just our small boy finally cutting the grass.
You think you're gonna come to my neighborhood, bro? You fucked up.
Man, it's almost like they hate him because he's Jewish or something. No, probably not.
You're a problem. Just
You mean to tell me that the Palestine people don't like Jews? That's crazy. Bro, this man's ass got genocided by... Alright, we're not gonna do this.
Palestine, you don't come here like it's good, but you're pushing that genocidal agenda as a Zionist, bro. Free Palestine! Say Free Palestine right now on camera, dog. Why you not saying nothing?
Never feel sorry for this absolute fucking nasty little weasel. This is the...
Agreed. Bro couldn't stand on business. Bro couldn't stand on anything. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. El Bozo, he gonna cry.
The guy that called Nick Shirley a psychopath with the Stop Nick Shirley bill.
Oh, is this Scott Wiener right here?
Yep, yes, he is.
Yes.
Scott Wiener.
This is the guy that was getting harassed.
Doing great. Could you give us your opinion? Thank you very much. Could you give us your opinion really quick on AB 2624?
I think you're a psycho scam artist, so...
You think please disclose how you think that. Look at them just run away. These guys are fools.
Hey, Brick! Is he calling them psycho scam artists? No, he's not.
No, of course not. He has
that.
to appease that. No, I love when Palestinians rape Jews. I love it when that happens. Please. I'm one of the good ones.
Now, this amalgamation of freaks that you've allowed inside of the country, now they finally turned on you.
That's right.
It's only going to get worse.
You think if you don't leave, we're not gonna wait for you outside? Say Free Palestine.
They're threatening him outside. Yeah, there it is. Hey, Wiener guy, remember when you called me McBigot? How does it feel now that the Frankenstein you created is coming for you? Every stupid communist learns this history lesson the hard way.
Right.
Enjoy.
That's right. Eaten by the monster you created.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro, it's so wild watching
Scott,
every second. What a fucking loser. And that's why the left will continue to eat each other for eternity. It's absolute cinema. You gotta say, I gotta say, you'll love to see it. Not gonna cry for you, Wiener, El Bozo. But don't be that guy. I can't stand these pussies. These gigantic losers. And it's pretty incredible to watch the downfall of gay.
Next.
¿Y ahora, niños? Después de la escuela, a bailar.
Well, I've got a bit of good news for justice system and a bit of bad news for Carmelo Anthony, grifters, and lunatics surrounding him, and his impending appeal that I'm told will be likely denied, which will lead to, of course, good behavior. Now, if you can't remember, there was a race-based crime committed by 3 Carmelo Anthony supporters. I reported this last week. Well, now all 3 of them have been arrested. I would like to share these 3 beautiful women's faces with the world. Look at how
dude, they fugly.
beautiful they are. Now, these women were wearing free Carmelo Anthony t-shirts and were heard discussing specifically targeting a white individual. Now, I want to take a little bit of an aside and make an important point here. I don't believe in hate crime escalation. It's either a crime or not a crime. Just because you did a crime to somebody because they're a certain race or orientation or whatever, there should be no escalation of that crime. That is ridiculous. Hate crime, like hate speech. There is no hate speech, there is just speech. There are no hate crimes, there's just crimes.
Yeah, right.
We shouldn't have this artificial system in place to increase punishments on people. That said, there are hate crime escalators, okay? Because the system is in place, these 3 women should all be charged with that. All 3 of these women should be charged with hate crimes because they specifically target a white girl.
Yep. Yeah.
Will they?
That should be no,
Probably not.
They won't be charged with a hate crime.
If she was Jewish and whatever, that would be different. Or if she were LGBT, they would do it. But because she's a straight white girl, they probably won't do it. The 3 women now face assault charges in connection with the reported attack outside a nightclub. They went viral after the victim said the attackers shouted, "Free Carmelo." Craig County Jail records list DJ Shaylin Brown of Pittsburgh, Alana Mumphrey of Longview on warrants of attacking this person. Records show each received a $20,000 bond, which means they can bond up for $2 grand.
Yeah, $2 grand.
Gregg County Jail
as a drop to 0.
Records also list Carrie-Ann Fuller of Longview on a charge with a $20,000 bond. Now, what's crazy is police are more. This is the disgusting part. The police are more worried about retaliation. Isn't that what they always tell us? Isn't that what they're always telling us? Well, you know, isn't that what they do in Europe? Amy Coney Barrett screws us over again. Anyway, isn't that what they keep? Don't look back in anger. That's what they say. Look at this lily-livered cop. I know I replied to it. He did a press conference that was like absolutely positively pathetic. He doesn't care that 3 black females targeted a white person because she was white. She's like, he's more concerned with people getting retaliation.
All right, is everybody ready? Just want to give you a chance to get your stuff up and going. Just give me the thumbs up. We'll. One, I am Ladarian Brown, L.A.fromV.A, last name Brown, just like the color. I'm the Public Information Officer here at the Longview Police Department. I'm joined this afternoon by our mayor, in the person of the Honorable Kristen Ishihara. Also, our city manager, Mr. Wally McPhee, our assistant city manager, Marianne Hagenbucher, and our
get to the part where you tell white people not to get revenge. You don't say the crime is bad. You say, hey, white people, don't get revenge.
To address an incident that has understandably caused concern in our community. That
incident
is an incident that a lot of people are talking about, and we can confirm at this time that Longview police officers responded to an assault at Whiskey J's Bar here in Longview, Texas. Based on the information currently available, we believe that this is an isolated incident.
He does not mention the fact that they targeted her for being white and targeted her as revenge for Carmelo Anthony being found guilty.
And this is
just so we're clear, that's what this was. This officer seems to not mention either of those two things.
You come at me, I'll gut
One
you like a
arrest
fish.
has been made, and the investigation remains
Now we know the other two, which I showed you.
Because of that,
If I catch a disease from
there
your
are
ass, I'm going after
details
your
we
whole
cannot
family. The
and
whole
will not
bloodline
release
done.
at this time. We are also aware of social media conversations concerning retaliation, division, and attacks between members of our community. Those statements are being reviewed seriously. At this time, we do not have...
So they haven't even caught the other 2 people that ruthlessly beat down this girl for being white and because Carmelo Anthony was found guilty.
That's because they're black.
But they're going on their way to say, well, we're investigating people on social media.
Oh, they'll investigate you on social
verified
media.
information to
But when it comes to
support
the
any
real world, they're
broader
too scared.
threat to the public.
Fuck these pigs, man.
The Longview Police Department is actively investigating this matter. And
Sure
we
you
are
are.
in communication with the Federal Bureau
And
of
I'm Jesus
Investigation.
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Any credible threat,
Yeah.
any attempt to organize violence.
Again, 100% of this press conference is not about the crime. It's telling white people not to retaliate.
Not to be mad.
I mean, what are we doing here? I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying it sure is a look for a black officer to be out there essentially covering up for a race-based anti-white attack and then telling white people not to retaliate. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you're from Texas and you're like, Jeremy, this guy's actually based. Okay, I reserve the right to be wrong. But it doesn't seem like that, does it? Seems like he's really concerned with mobs forming and wanting a little justice for a 5'1" white girl that got ruthlessly pummeled by 3 black girls because she was white.
I'm so hungry.
Because she was white. That's the facts of the case. That's not me, you know, extrapolating. That's not me making guesses. Those are the facts of the case.
And any effort to intimidate members of this community will be taken seriously and investigated appropriately. Now, let me be clear.
Don't look back in anger, guys. There's roving gangs of black people who are looking to attack white people specifically because Carmelo Anthony got up. By the way, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm getting a little loose these days with my videos, but I'm just tired of it all.
We're done. Yeah, we're done with this.
This is a thing. They film themselves doing it. Remember those people that went up to a white homeless man who was also a veteran,
and
a black man on a bicycle, went and filmed him and says, "You were on the Carmelo Anthony jury, weren't you? Weren't you?" Like, so he doesn't say anything about the roving gangs of black folks out there doing this stuff. He's worried about the hypothetical white ones. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's what it sounds like. That's what it is.
Let me know. By the way, leave a like on the video if you think I'm right about that. And let me know if you think I'm wrong in the comments. That's how it sounds to me, but maybe it's just that I've been kind of beaten into submission over this.
We take every act of violence seriously here at the Longview Police Department.
Liar.
We take
Liar.
every threat seriously.
Liar.
We take every concern from every family seriously.
Liar.
But we cannot allow rumors to outrun facts. And we cannot allow...
Here we go. So
Liar.
he immediately went right back.
It's a lion.
He immediately went right back to, well, we can't be, you know, we can't be going after these people.
Allow fear to do more damage than the incident itself.
Oh, of course.
Folks, this is not who we are. The community can only thrive when there is unity among us.
Take accountability.
But not one negative word about the 3 women that attacked her. Not one word about the 3 women that attacked her. But 3 straight minutes on hypothetical white people hypothetically getting revenge. I mean, is this Europe?
This department, this
It's
community
gonna be.
believes in
Keep this
accountability.
shit up and it's gonna be.
And we also believe in truth. This department wants the facts, works for the facts, and work towards the facts, and then we govern ourselves accordingly to the facts.
Liar.
We do not, as a community, answer one wrong with another wrong.
He's
yes,
still
you
talking
do.
about it.
Yes, you do. Obviously, you do. This is the
It's
fucking
because
point.
they know.
They obviously.
I think it's because they know
they fucked up.
That we're getting pushed too far.
We're done
that
with this
bad
shit.
things are going to happen.
And they don't want it to happen because.
And you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah, we're done with this shit, man. We're tired of this shit. You don't like America, get the fuck out. Don't cause trouble, just get the fuck out.
I'm just saying like it is. Eventually some people are going to get fed up.
People are already getting fed up. Have you seen what's going on out there?
Eventually some people are going to get fed up and retaliate. I'm not saying I support it.
I do. I don't care no more. Done. I've never really cared, but yeah, it's just,
I'm not saying I support it, but I'm saying
I get attacked. I'm defending myself.
I mean,
don't
how
give a
much
fuck
can
what
one
color
group of
you
people
are.
take?
You could be blue and from Mars. I don't care. You attack me, I'm gutting
What this
you.
guy is, in my
I don't
opinion,
care.
is terrified.
If I'm attacked and I feel my
He's
life
terrified
force
because
is
he lives in
danger, I'm gonna
Texas.
defend my life.
And he knows that certain people can only take this ish so much. I replied that he was more concerned with honkies letting the fatigue get him than the fact we've got black folks publicly calling for people to go after white people because Kamala was
I'm a honky.
found guilty and
Well,
Sarah
part
feels that he
honky.
sounds scared.
Part honky, yeah.
So informative. He seemed like he was scared that he was going to have to a bunch of vigilantes around. Now the FBI has stepped in, by the way.
So the Carmelo Anthony, he has a new legal team. He's appealing his murder conviction and 35-year prison sentence and the fatal stabbing of Austin.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna tackle more years
and criminal
on top of the 35. That's what's
FBI
gonna
thing.
happen in this appeal. They're just gonna tack on more time.
Oh, okay, this is
Wasting
just
the
a
court's
story
time, wasting
repeating
the
what he already
people's
said.
time and money.
Well, they got the other people pretty quick. You know? By the way, so also new news on Carmelo Anthony.
New news.
Carmelo Anthony case update. This morning discovered that a social media personality is planning a live stream because they're angry that the judge ordered to seal the identities of the minor witnesses and jurors for their protection.
Yeah.
So now his supporters are raging
These
because
people
they
need
can't
protection.
intimidate the jury or the kids that testified to what they saw that day. According to recordings and statements I personally obtained,
You gotta
this
be really
individual tends to
fucking
publicly
retarded to
identify witnesses,
support a murderer.
including minors, by sharing their names and photographs.
I don't give a fuck.
The individual
if you murder
also
somebody,
stated you can't seal the
you
minors'
die.
names
I mean, that's
because
how
they
it
were in
should be.
court.
No murder.
We
Don't
were
murder
taking
nobody.
notes,
Don't give a fuck what color you
but
are.
we know who
You
everyone
can be blue
is.
from Mars.
That's why I'm
Don't
going to
care.
expose every last witness that got up there and lied. I'm going to expose you, and I'm going to put your big ugly face up. I'm going to talk about you like you're a damn dog.
No
This
soul.
is the very definition of doxing. I've already contacted the prosecutor's office, Bill Wiersky, and alerted the Frisco Police Department. I will not be sharing the link to the live stream or directing traffic to it. I will, however, be monitoring it and documenting everything that occurs. If protected witness information is released, I will preserve the evidence and provide it directly to the appropriate authorities. Something needs to be done before witnesses, especially kids, get placed at risk. I mean, these people are out there saying, well, we're going to put the jury's names out there. Why would you do that? Why would you be putting the jury's names out there, Carmelo's supporters? And by the way, this kind of stuff is supported by Carmelo's family.
Of
If
course,
it wasn't,
they're
they'd come out
racist.
and
What
tell
do you
them to
expect?
stop.
They're fucking retarded.
That's the reality about it. Carmelo's family supports this. You know? They do. Drew Anthony's currently getting sued, by the way. No, he's got his...
Oh boy, heat wave. We're checking the weather.
One price.
Checking the weather
Introducing
out.
Simplicity from Verizon.
Fans have been waiting in the sun all day. They're probably hungry, and these Built Puffs have protein. Try this. Nice.
A very rare weather pattern is about to
Rare.
grip the United
It's
States,
done on
which will lead to
purpose.
a clash of severe weather and dangerous heat. A massive ridge is developing right now, which is about to bring life-threatening heat to over 100 million people. But the heat is not the only problem, because several
humidity.
disturbances are forecasted to ride along its northern edge, which will lead to destructive damaging winds, very large hail, and tornadoes across the Great Plains, Midwest, and Great Lakes over the next several days. And this situation will remain concerning even on the 4th of July. The stagnant
I work on the
pattern will
4th of
unleash
July.
multiple days of severe weather and triple-digit heat indices from the Great Plains all the way to the East Coast. It's about to be so hot that people are going to start taking meetings in the freezer aisle, so let's get right into the forecast. Now, I want to start today's forecast by talking about something that happened yesterday morning
Wind turbines,
across South
so
Dakota.
horrible.
We ended up having a 131 mile per hour wind gust measured at about 6 in the morning by a small cluster of thunderstorms, and this literally tore down a ton of wind turbines back over in central South Dakota. This was again with 130 mile per hour winds. These photos taken by our very own storm chaser Jacob McMillan. Unbelievable what we saw yesterday morning. I was not here. I was
All
actually on a
them
flight from
turbines.
Tulsa
And you
coming
can't-
back to Florida,
those-
and unfortunately was
those
not able to be
blades
live
do
for
not
this, but we had
disintegrate.
an unbelievably intense line of thunderstorms. Luckily, there have not been any reports of injuries or fatalities from this, but getting winds as high as 130 miles per hour with a cluster or even just a singular supercell, that is almost an EF3 tornado, but with just straight line damaging winds. So to say the least, this was a very rare situation that happened in South Dakota yesterday.
Rare.
And we do have a lot
Yeah.
to talk about in today's forecast, and we are going to jump right into this ring of fire weather pattern that'll be
You
impacting
know.
the country over the next 7 to 10 days. And this is literally going to set the stage for all the weather that we are going to see during the first week of July. So let's talk more about it. And this is what our low-level jet looks like right now. We got a large high-pressure system that is building across the Tennessee River Valley. And there's also a large low-pressure system that is located back over in Manitoba. And this is basically creating a clash of both extreme heat and significant severe weather. In between this high-pressure system and low-pressure system, we have very strong southwesterly flow. And what this is going to do for the next several days is favor a large corridor where significant severe weather will be possible, including damaging winds, very large hail, and even tornadoes. So as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, notice how that high pressure system, it's not going to move much. It is going to continue to sit across the Ohio Valley. It might shift just a little bit to the east, but we're also going to have a lot of moisture streaming out of the Gulf, and all of that moisture is going to increase our feel-like temperatures, otherwise known as heat indices, because our dew point is going to be higher, and our temperature is also going to remain high. So many areas will be dealing with heat that feels like 110 to 115 degrees as far north as Michigan and even Indiana. While that's happening, low pressure will continue to sit in Canada as we go throughout the first couple of days of July, and then we are going to start to see westerly flow. And a lot of the time what happens when we see westerly flow is that we get several lines of thunderstorms, and I do not think there is going to be any exception to that as we go throughout the rest of this work week and even into the 4th of July. I even think on the 4th of July there could be a chance of severe weather, and then as we go into the second week of July, things become a lot more uncertain. That ring of fire weather pattern is going to keep things really hot, and it's going to keep that severe weather sticking around at least for the next 4 to 5 days. And one key thing that I want to point out about our weather pattern over the next 7 days is that it is going to remain very unstable across the Midwest and the Great Lakes. Even today, we're talking about instability values well over 3,000 joules per kilogram. So anywhere in this environment here, we are easily going to see explosive thunderstorms if storms can initiate along our boundaries that are going to be set up later this afternoon. And even on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that instability is going to grow yet again across the central northern plains and back into the Midwest. And then for your 4th of July, it is going to be very unstable across Iowa, back into Kansas and Missouri. But exactly where those storms fire up is going to come down to where our storm initiators are, like a cold front or a dry line. And we'll talk more about that in a moment. And it should stay pretty unstable even into the second week of July, but not nearly as unstable as what we're talking about for the next few days. So I think the more significant risk of severe weather will be for the next 5 days, and then following the 4th of July, there might be a small lull in our significant weather. Now let's talk more about the risk of severe weather over the next few days, and we'll begin with what is happening today, which is tossing trampolines on Tacos Tuesday, and we have 3 slight risks of severe weather, one of which stretches from Nebraska back into the Texas Panhandle, another one across the Northeast, and then one across parts of the upper Midwest, and then a couple of level 1 risks of severe weather, Minneapolis, Sioux Falls, Mobile, and New Orleans. You guys are under that risk for isolated severe weather today. The biggest concern will be the risk of significant damaging winds. Could have some damaging wind gusts around 75 to 85 miles per hour over in the UP of Michigan and even across the high plains today. There is also a threat of some large hail, mostly pocket change sized hail from Amarillo, Texas, back into Minneapolis, Wausau, Appleton, and over near Green Bay, and also a risk across parts of the interior Northeast. And then a few tornadoes will be on the table today. The main concern will be across upstate New York and northern Vermont, but an isolated tornado threat will exist across central southern New York, back into parts of New Hampshire, and also one across northern Wisconsin near Wausau, back into the UP of Michigan. For Wednesday, I think the risk of severe weather is going to be quite a bit more significant. Right now, we have a level 2 risk of severe weather outlined for Sioux Falls, Minneapolis, and just north there of Milwaukee. I do think an enhanced risk of severe weather is very well on the table for tomorrow, and then a large level 1 risk stretching from the Texas Panhandle into northern Michigan, and another marginal threat across the Northeast. But all hazards are going to be possible for your Wednesday. The main concern should be damaging wind gusts. There could be some very large hail with those initial supercells that develop before this eventually becomes a line of thunderstorms, so watch out for baseball to even apple-sized hail.
You got a clogged drain? Let the gobbler get it.
Parkinson's is part of my life, but it's not the whole story.
An apple-sized hail. The tornado risk for right now is only a 2% tornado risk. I do think this could be upgraded, though, in future outlooks, especially around and just south of Minneapolis, near Mankato, Lakeville, even near Owatonna, back down towards Storm Lake. So if you live in this area, definitely stay on alert. There will be a low-end tornado risk as far east, though, as Green Bay, Appleton, and Sheboygan, and even the Madison area. I do think we'll be live tomorrow, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and click the bell icon so you're notified for when we do go live. And then on Thursday, our threat of severe weather will be, I think, very significant across the northern plains and across the Midwest. Right now, we have a level 2 risk of severe weather from Rapid City to Des Moines, and a marginal threat of severe weather for much of the Great Lakes region, Chicago, Milwaukee, and even another one down near Nashville and Atlanta, and another one across far northern New England, where all hazards will be possible. But really, the big concern will be a line of thunderstorms that develops in the afternoon, producing a major damaging wind threat and also large hail, and there could even be some tornadoes with this. I also think a live stream is likely for Thursday. Now let's go more detail detail with the timing of severe weather over the next few days, and we'll begin with what is happening today. And it's all going to start in the northeast, and it'll actually start early this afternoon across upstate New York, as we'll have some supercells and kind of clusters of thunderstorms coming out of Canada near Ottawa. And this will move into upstate New York as early as 1 to 2 o'clock this afternoon. It should be mainly a damaging wind threat, but with this environment, there will be some localized wind shear, and so a couple of tornadoes cannot be ruled out sometime between about 2 p.m. Eastern until about maybe 7 o'clock or so. Those storms will move down towards Albany and even go towards New York City and Connecticut. They should quickly fall apart, though, as they approach the New York City area. And then late tonight into early tomorrow morning, there will be another round of thunderstorms that moves through almost the exact same area. This will impact Burlington back towards Syracuse. That should fall apart, though, as it goes in the direction of Boston. And then across the Midwest and the Central Plains, a little bit of a different story for today. I'm not expecting very many storms to fire up until probably 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you're over here in the Midwest, might see a pop-up thunderstorm or two near Owatonna. There could be a low-end tornado risk. I do think these storms, though, are going to be a little bit more high-based, which basically means the base of the storm will be thousands of feet off the ground, so they might be a bit more elevated today. So large hail really would be the biggest concern, and some downburst damaging winds. But our significant tornado parameter values will gradually increase with time this afternoon and evening. They'll be approaching 2 and 3 in some locations. So if a supercell can take advantage of this environment, I would not rule out a tornado. But otherwise, these storms will remain very isolated through about 6 o'clock. They'll become a bit more scattered by about 7 to 8 o'clock. Could even have some fish-nados over here just north of Marquette. And then by about 8 to 9 o'clock, these storms will continue to track across northern Wisconsin, just outside of Wausau, into the UP of Michigan. And then overnight hours, we'll just have some scattered showers and thunderstorms still left over. And then across the Central Plains, we'll have a round of thunderstorms develop by about 5 to 6 o'clock near Garden City and Lamar. This will become a line of thunderstorms and will intensify during the evening, moving towards Hayes and Salina. And again, very typical for this time of the year to have lines of thunderstorms. It becomes a lot more common in the month of July. We'll even have another one trying to go up in the late evening over near North Platte and O'Neill. This isn't far from where that really intense mesoscale convective system happened yesterday back over in South Dakota, where we had up to 130-mile-per-hour winds. So that's obviously a little concerning. It's not far from that area, but this will continue to track towards Sioux Falls during the overnight hours. Should bring a pretty significant damaging wind threat along with it as well. The HRRR right now forecasting wind gusts to be anywhere from upwards of 70 miles per hour, maybe even as high as 80 miles per hour, as late as 2 to 3 in the morning, going towards Spencer, O'Neill, and then eventually going into Sioux Falls by about 5 in the morning tomorrow. And then going further throughout the morning, this line of thunderstorms will probably become pretty clustered together, more of just a straight line wind threat, and maybe some pocket change sized hail as this moves towards Minneapolis, Wausau, and Appleton. And then this will eventually open the door for the afternoon hours, having some big storms go up just to the south and west there of Minneapolis. But I will say, we could literally have supercells firing almost anywhere here during the afternoon hours. The HRRR is kind of sniffing out a little supercell there south of Wausau in quite the favorable environment right around 4 o'clock. The significant tornado parameter values where that storm is being currently forecasted are around a 4 or 5. So if something were to form there definitely could be a risk of a strong tornado. But I think really the main concern is going to end up being south here of Minneapolis, and at least the higher confidence scenario are storms going up just south of Minneapolis around 5 to 6 o'clock. And these initial storms, they'll again probably be elevated, but if they can become surface-based, there will be a legit risk of a tornado or two. Otherwise, the big concern will be large hail and damaging wind gusts with these storms as they continue to go up. And there could even be a few more supercells that form over near Wausau, Marshfield, north of Reedsburg, right around and just after sunset. Again, our environment when it comes to tornadoes will start to get a little bit more favorable, and so there could be a risk of a few tornadoes tomorrow afternoon. But no matter what, the main risk will be damaging wind gusts, because this should eventually become a cluster or a line of thunderstorms as we go into the late evening and overnight hours over there near Minneapolis. And that's kind of what the Rufus model is trying to show as well. It basically shows a line of thunderstorms developing. Granted, this model has it way further to the north and west than it will end up being, but there should be a line of thunderstorms during the overnight hours. And on Thursday, our threat of severe weather will start to ramp up again across the central and northern plains, and it might be a pretty messy day of severe weather here on Thursday, because there will be several different areas where all hazards will be possible. But we are expecting a line develop during the middle and end of the afternoon hours over near Rapid City and Lemon. Notice our significant tornado parameter values aren't very high right now here for Thursday, but they will start to increase over there near Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Pierre, and that could lead to a couple of tornadoes, even some strong tornadoes in this environment. There could also be some thunderstorms over near St. Louis and north of Davenport. Those could also produce some large hail and damaging wind gusts. I don't foresee there being as much of a tornado risk, at least for now, on Thursday over there in like Wisconsin and Illinois, but that could change as we get closer. We are kind of talking about mesoscale severe weather here across across much of the northern tier of the country.
This message is brought to you by lobbyists with special interests.
Beyond wants you to believe that plants are good to eat, but they're plant-based.
Mesoscale severe weather here across much of the northern tier of the country. So in tomorrow's video, we'll go way more in detail about what the high-res computer models are showing. Unfortunately, that is the furthest out that the Rufus model goes as of right now, which is Thursday evening, but it does look like it'll be a very significant afternoon and evening of severe weather, and I do think a live stream will be warranted. As you can see here, the European model has this line going all the way into Iowa, even going towards Milwaukee.
Next.
Get out of the ground!
You can't hurt me.
When officers arrived at a 4-car pileup, they had no idea that the crash would be the least of their problems.
I love you guys. I appreciate it. I love you. Let's get out of the snow, man. I love you. Let's go. God!
What the fuck?
On
Yeah,
January 10th,
he's on the back.
2004, officers were called to
He's
a
on that
multi-vehicle
shit.
crash at an intersection.
What a bunch of retards, huh?
Yeah.
Don't know how to drive. I guess they must have been screaming.
In Wisconsin,
I
the
record when I
driver at
drive,
fault,
but
later
I don't
identified as
pay
31-year-old
attention to it.
Brian,
I try
had
not
fled
to.
the scene immediately,
Brian.
but the officer was quickly able to get a description that might help him track them down.
Out with a 4-vehicle 1050. Yes.
I did it in Vegas. We ran to the gas station. The guy that drove the Mini. He did it on
What does he look like?
shorts. I can meet you over there, but send somebody over there.
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty definitive.
We're gonna go over there.
Shorts. I'm wearing shorts. Could I have done it?
Let me look at it.
I don't own a car. Could I have done it? I'm wearing shorts.
Oh, he's cooked. It's over.
He said he's wearing shorts. Fuck, I'm wearing shorts. I could have done it. No, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna be all
Intentionally? What the fuck?
He intentionally crashed.
Come here. Come up against the car.
It was running.
Doing?
It's fucking snow on the ground and this dude's in shorts.
What are you fucking retarded?
Running from the cops. Long sleeve t-shirt.
What do you
shorts.
think is gonna happen?
Oh, they're gonna tase. They're gonna tase. Or they're gonna shoot his dumb white ass. Shoot that bitch.
All right.
Subject's running. Cell phone on.
I love how this guy's like, you know what?
I'm not gonna
Fuck
chase
it.
you.
I'm just gonna get back in the car. Let's go.
Oh,
Get out of the ground!
you can't hurt me. What the
You
fuck?
can't hurt me.
Dude. He's still fucking tasing his head. Tase him, tase him.
Stand on the ground!
Second taser deployed. He tased him in the neck.
On his
Oh.
throat. I love it.
Yo, he's like, ah. Stop fighting.
All of us? Uh-oh.
He's a schizo. Holy shit. He's a schizo.
No.
Careful, dude. He's a schizo.
Let go. So strong.
Uh-huh.
That's my danger. God is with me.
God is with me.
God will protect me, Brian. I'm Brian. God will protect me.
See, these are the kinds of people
They should be in asylums.
that would get thrown off the cliff.
Well, he's right. He's not wrong.
They'd be thrown off the cliff.
Or sacrificed at the burning stake for being possessed.
These are the kinds of people that 2,000 years ago you would hit their heads with rocks
Stoned to death.
to open them up to let all the spirits out.
Yeah, exactly. He's not wrong.
The evil spirits that are
But now we're just, it's okay.
Just hold him right here.
open the head up.
Inch of the earth.
Let these demons out.
I can't see you. I can't see you. You're gone. There's no such thing as a gun.
There's no such thing as a gun. Honestly, like, it's kind of impressive that this dude tanked 3 tasers. It is. Like,
He's
obviously
on
he's a
that
retard.
shit. Obviously he's a retard.
You know, that's it. But, like, he just doesn't give a fuck, man.
He's having
He
a
thinks he has
chaotic
GM
moment.
immunity.
When you have chaotic
Even
moments,
after
you don't
firing
feel
both
shit.
taser cartridges and with the help of a passerby, the officer wasn't able to keep Brian down.
Jesus.
I would have been able to. Lock the ass up.
Jesus. You're not real. You're a vision.
You need to get on the ground. You can't see me. Stop.
Oh, he got the gun out now. Fuck this bitch.
Some type of drugs.
No way!
No way! He's on drugs! No way!
Lincolnshire. That gun's
What?
mine.
No way!
Still walking away.
He's on drugs! No way!
Walking towards a house.
Yeah, that's not good. They go shoot his ass. Bop, bop, bop. Fuck him.
He's got an old seat. I'm out of cartridges.
I'm gonna laugh if the cop just goes bloop bloop. Whoopsie. Whoops. You okay? Whoopsie. That would have been funny.
It's actually crazy that this cop needs to get you need to retire, man. If you're this gassed out,
yeah,
like just walking, like this is really bad.
Yeah.
Officer Betty, more like Officer Fatty.
Meh.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, he's walking and he's
built
fucking.
That's why he only runs on Duracell.
Like he can't even breathe. Stop smoking, dude. Stop smoking them cigarettes, man.
More like Officer Fatty. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, the smoking's killing him.
Really?
Like, he's walking and
you're barely even running.
He doesn't even look fat.
Stay on the ground, bro.
Oh, they covered their trees up. That's smart. For wintertime, they covered their trees up. These are rich people here. This is a rich neighborhood that we're in, yeah.
As one officer moved to cut Brian off, the others pushed deeper into the tree line behind him.
Oh my
and with
God.
every direction quickly closing, Brian was about to run out of places to go.
And now he's in the trees.
The fuck is wrong?
Man.
Is he an ape? Let me go to the tree.
You okay?
No, what the fuck?
You guys believe? I believe. I believe in God. So do I. Yeah, he's a good person. He's a good person, and I love you guys. I appreciate that. I love you.
Let's get out of the snow, man.
I love you. Let's go.
Yeah, he's on some serious shit. Yo, he's on that shit.
Hey, let's get to the other side of the road. Come on.
Hey, what God is in you?
Hey, what's your name, bro?
If God strikes you down,
What's your name?
God will protect me from you.
Keep walking.
Mom,
Keep walking.
I'm noticing.
everyone out.
He's definitely.
I'm noticing a lot more of these people on these body cams are so fucked up that they think that God's with them in their head or some shit. And never mind.
He definitely has evil spirits in his head.
Yeah, I know what they
He
are.
does.
I have them too.
Clearly.
I ignore 'em. He's off his
Your
meds, man.
anxiety.
Let's get out of the snow.
He's off his meds.
So it's just the quartering.
I've never seen this before.
The quartering.
Brian,
Brian.
can you leave me here and let me dream?
We're gonna walk out.
I've never seen this. You guys don't even see me. Oh my gosh, what's over there?
John Cena.
What's over there? Ah!
Yeah, he just gets the.
God! God! God, help me! God, help me!
Yeah.
God! Help me! God, help me! Help
Body
me!
cam falls.
Get these people off of me!
Sit down.
They don't have your strength! They're powerless without me! They're powerless! Stop touching me! You can't touch me!
You're under arrest.
Brian,
We're here to help
do not touch Brian!
We're here to help you.
We're here to help you! You're touch Brian, I can touch you!
Sit him down. Sit him down. Rest.
Oh my God, I can feel it!
Get down and go. Put him down and rest.
Can't you feel it?
Sit down.
Ow!
Sit down.
Ow!
This is embarrassing. 4 officers, 3
Can't
or
make
4
this fucker sit
officers
down.
can't restrain this person.
Yeah, all
This
of 'em.
is so pathetic.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh my God.
Where is the testosterone gone?
Really? I mean, this is crazy. Like, where's the police training on this?
You're out, Bernie.
Let's go back.
They're trying to set him down. They don't know. Hit that motherfucker at the back of the knee.
Is that it?
Pop! Right in the back of the knee. He'll
Stay
drop.
on your side. They can get him with the stretcher.
Everyone here with nefarious intent in every molecule cell has to leave.
Brian,
Forever!
help you.
For all of eternity!
Brian.
You can't help! You can't help Brian!
I wonder if he was at the protests against ICE. I bet it's probably like a 30%, 40% chance he was.
Please don't! Brian. I'll just come back.
Brian, you're okay.
Brian.
We're here.
Please don't kill me.
He's casting spells. He is.
He's casting spells. Oh, hell.
Brian,
We're here to
it's
help
all right.
Stay to calm down, Brian, okay?
Brian, we're here to help you.
We want to get...
Rest this, stay down.
Okay, Brian?
We'll have an ambulance come.
We have rescue coming.
Are you okay, Brian?
Huh?
Brian?
No, he got me under the chin with
What?
the taser though.
I mean, this dude's got probes on. I don't know how none of it worked.
You did this to me.
You did this to me.
Brian, it's okay.
Brian.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
duh.
you to the ambulance. I think we need to get you checked out, okay, dude? Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
As more help arrived, officers were finally able to slow Brian down and get him under control.
Oh my
but
God.
even in handcuffs, he still appeared completely disconnected from what was happening around him. And as
Oh my
officers tried to
God.
figure out what was wrong, Brian's behavior was about to become even more concerning.
Okay,
What?
just relax. We got some fire
That's
guys here. They're
bad.
gonna check you out. Make sure you're all good, okay?
Drugs. I'm totally sober. There's no way.
Okay.
I was just going for a walk.
There's no way.
Do you have any medical problems?
No way you were sober.
Good.
What do you mean?
What happened to me?
Are you kidding me?
There we go.
3, 1, 2, 3.
There you go, pal. Good job. Fuck you.
Wow.
All right.
Hey, don't you guys see me?
I see you. We're
You
good.
know me. You've been here before. I called the cops on you. I live 3 doors down, not on you. On my neighbor who was being super loud.
Okay.
You recognize me.
Okay, let's go, Brian. Let's walk, Brian. Let's follow
Do you
him.
feel suspect?
If you recognize him, let's follow him. Follow him. We're good, Brian.
Do you see? I'm not Brian.
What's your name?
I'm Hank.
What would you like me to call you?
Hank.
All right, Hank. All right, let's walk right over there to the road.
My
Got
name
beat.
is Hank.
Hold
I'm
on
a
for a
middle-aged
second.
father
Okay.
of 3 girls.
Okay.
I'm about 5'7", but like,
I'd say 6 foot. You're taller, You're taller than me, my friend.
oh no, I'm not.
Let's walk. Let's just. Let's walk. There you go.
Oh, now you know he's actually crazy.
Yeah. Now he's
A male who's underestimating his height? Yeah, he's definitely on drugs or there's something wrong with his head. Yeah, I wasn't sure before
that's how he
whenever he was
judges.
saying, like,
He
you
says,
can't see
"Oh."
me or anything, but no man of his right mind would say that he's 5'7" if he's actually 6 foot. Okay, like, yeah, there's something clearly wrong here.
Hold up. I mean, I was 5'11". I don't know what I am now.
Boxing streaks, go!
Told you so.
5'11".
Knowing you're right means nothing until it.
And would say that he's 5'7" if he's actually 6 foot. Okay, like, yeah, there's something clearly wrong here.
Lord,
Brian, we want to take the snow out of the
Lord, I'm weak. That's funny.
Keep moving. You're almost there. Keep going, Brian. Or Hank, whatever your name is.
Whoever you are, Hank.
Hank is gone.
Put your butt down right in that crash.
God is here in this room.
What's your hands?
This is all Brian.
Those short kings do not claim him. Well, he's 6 foot. He's not one of you.
I'm short.
Is 6 foot short now?
I guess so. These bitches want the Nephilim. That's what they want. They want the Nephilim bitches.
Who's God? Who's God?
I know it. God is here. You guys can all see the truth. No.
They've got him restrained. Oh my God, bro. Like, that is just, oh, it's so sad.
Doctor, please don't hurt me.
Like, these are the kinds of people that you have to put in an institution. Like, you do. You have to institutionalize these people. There's something that's, like, profoundly wrong with them. And, like, you just can't let somebody like this be out in public.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
I was locked up with him in hospital.
He said
too.
mushrooms. Why'd you let him go?
Probably keep their restraints.
That was.
I did not, but I believe you did.
And not alcohol. There's something else going on
Like
with
mental
him.
illness? No way.
Hey, you need to sit down, okay? Oh my god. That's not your mom. I can see you. Still there.
This dude's naked.
She's right there.
They got him naked, strapped the fuck down. They got him naked, strapped
I
down.
promise you. Okay. That's not true. Do you have an issue with females right now? In my... Get the f out of here, you ugly...
Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Yo, I'm weak.
Of your mother? You guys are putting me through. Okay. Do you remember a car accident today, Brian? No. You do not remember a car accident?
Nope.
Think back, Brian. Think back, right? You told me you woke up in your bed and you can keep trying. I'm going to keep trying, Brian. You got in your car, you drove to Wisconsin. For what purpose did you drive to Wisconsin? I love you. Okay. What the Do you remember a car crash? I do. What happened? We're trying to figure out what happened, dude. You swerved? And I didn't see the car in the other lane. I was just in a lot of shock and I don't remember what happened after that. Do you remember why you swerved? Was there something in the road? Was there another vehicle? What caused the swerving? Well, it was snowing and the road was kind of wet.
159? Oh, bro. Over 102? That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What's 159?
Yeah, I don't get
This
it
is
either.
heart rate, this is oxygen exchange level, and this is your blood pressure.
And what's his blood pressure?
Unfortunately, I've spent a lot of time in hospital rooms and emergency rooms to know that.
What happened after the crash? Did you pull over? Did you stop your vehicle?
It's crazy for idle, yeah.
It was so debilitated that I just stopped anyway, you know?
According to the report, the next day, Brian made a recorded call from jail and tried to explain what had been going through his mind. He told her calmly that he was sober, but was going through psychosis or something, and that he must have schizophrenia. He'd also told her he'd been hearing voices in his head for a while now. He was in a delusional state and doesn't remember driving to Wisconsin from his home in Chicago.
And he's just loose. He's loose.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Oh,
I know.
no.
I know that. I'm schizo too.
Thought that the officer who initially tased him was actually someone trying to kidnap him.
Oh,
in the end, Brian was eventually charged with felony hit and run involving injury, battery threat to an officer, disarming a peace officer, second-degree recklessly endangering safety ×2, misdemeanor OWI causing injury, resisting obstructing an officer, and operating.
Let me guess. He got probation for 60 days and a $200 fine.
Yeah. And he's back on the
controlled
street.
substance causing injury. He was later released on a $50,000 cash bond. Eventually, he was found guilty of battery threat, disarming, one count of second-degree reckless, and OWI causing injury. Remaining charges were dismissed. Ultimately, he was sentenced to 10 months in jail and 4 years of probation.
How are we letting this? What?
I need more than that. Need more
I'm
than that.
actually so sick of
Asylum for at least 2
I'm
years.
literally
The
so
asylum
sick of this
need
shit.
to
Like,
open
it's
back
because
up.
he's white.
We need to reopen
I
the
think
asylum.
we should put
I
him
don't
in
give a
jail for a long time,
Yeah.
even if he was black.
I don't give a fuck if he's white,
I
black,
think we should
blue.
put white people who are crazy in jail too.
Exactly.
I know. You know,
I'm
like,
stable. I've been stable
it
for a while.
might be a little bit too woke of an opinion to put white people in jail.
No,
but
it's not.
I think that
Fuck
you should
no.
do it.
You should, yes.
You do.
If you're out your
It's
marble,
just this
don't
makes
give a
me
fuck.
so
Jail.
annoyed. I wonder if Asman's view on mental health would change if he knew someone who developed a late onset schizophrenia. Why the fuck would I give a shit about why somebody did something? Why would I care about any of that? Like, I don't care why something like that happened. It doesn't matter to me. Like, the moment that you run your car into somebody else and you try to run away from the police officers, I don't give a fuck what happens to you. You just can't, you should.
Can't
Why?
do that shit.
Why? I mean, like, so a person's mental health problems are not everybody else's. Like, the world is not your padded room to bounce around in. You can't allow crazy people that are dangerous to be out in the world because they can hurt somebody or kill them. They're not in control of their facilities, and they could hurt or kill somebody that you care about.
Right?
He could be driving a car, have an episode, and decide to run over your wife. Would you want that to happen? No. But with the chance of a person like this out in the world, that probability is higher.
Very high.
This is just the reality. This is the way it works. And I know that it might, like, I feel bad for a guy like this. I do. It's sad to see somebody that's so obviously mentally ill and crazy, but the result of that is not to let them go free. The result of that is to institutionalize them and restrain them so they can no longer be a danger to, number one, other people, but number two, themselves.
Fuck up.
That's it. Like, just tell him, yeah, arrest and secure the guy forever, run experiments just in case he can figure something out. Yeah, definitely. And so, like, yeah, he's on drugs probably caused by his psychosis. Okay, well, you can't trust... If the thing is that the moment that a person like this shows themselves to be an unstable, crazy person, you can't trust them to be in society anymore. You can't do that. Like, I mean, this is not... It's not sustainable. Probably first defense, they usually let these go off no justifying, just see the pattern. I mean, what do you think somebody like this is going to do? Like, I mean...
He violates the conditions. He will be required to serve 2 years in state prison, followed by 2 years of extended supervision.
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour.
Here's the update. I have not found the perfect monk car just yet, so let's go test drive some and see if we can find one. Because this stage of life requires a very specific kind of car. There are so many decisions to be made, but one thing that hasn't changed for me is wanting to feel confident and taken care of when we're on the road. And for us, that's Progressive. See, this is why I love Progressive. I just got off the phone with them, let them know we're buying a new car. They let me know that we can transfer our policy to the new car all within the app, which is amazing. No hassle, no stress. Plus, we get to keep our great rates. So now we can focus on the fun part. Because no matter what car we end up in, this stage of life needs to be protected at all costs.
Revision.
Drives me crazy that we don't go harder on these people. It does. It drives me crazy. Yeah, and mercy to the cruel is cruelty to the innocent. I agree with that, right? I do. And same thing, my friends. Yeah, and I don't have any, like, I will be honest, like, I have zero sympathy for anybody who's crazy in, like, a general sense. Like, I guess I do have sympathy, but my sympathy isn't the same as other people's, right? Like, I view these people as, like, a problem that needs to be solved, like, something that you need to deal with. Like, I don't view these people as, like, the same as I view, like, an average person, right? I don't see them that way. And I don't think that really you should, honestly, because if you do, then, those people are just going to become more and more crazy and deranged. Sucks your brain is fucked? Yeah, it sucks your brain's fucked up, but, like, that's the way it is. Would you rather them be put in a mental facility? Oh, yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that. I do. And, I think you do need to put people like that in mental facilities. And that's the best thing to do, by the way. That's the smartest and the most, what's the word for it? The most reasonable opinion to have, right, is to put these people into institutions. So, yeah, defective goods, yeah, they're defective as fuck. It's humane. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't want to brutalize these people. I don't want to hurt them. But I also don't want them to hurt other people. And if the decision comes between restraining them and restraining their freedoms or allowing this person to potentially hurt somebody else, that's a very easy decision for me to make. It's immediately shut this person down, immediately put them in an institution, because, again, like, they can do damage to somebody else that's irreversible. Whereas, with them, maybe in 5 years or 10 years, we can figure out a way to, like, unfuck their brain. Or, like, maybe if they're inside and getting professional help, it can help unfuck their brain. But fundamentally, you can't have a person like that out in public, because if you do, they're going to hurt everybody else. And I think that's what happens.
Hey guys, real quick, we got some merch available. The I Control Fire shirt and the Ozempic shirt, back by Pop.
I don't do shorts, so I guess we're good for now. I'll upload this and excuse me. Y'all have a good one. Peace.